Hello, YouTube. Want to wish you all a good morning, a very, very Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Day 2018, and what you're looking at is a Walmart that I used to sleep at. This same spot right here in this little corner is where I used to park my van. And back then, it wasn't little blue, it was my gray 2000, I think it was a 2007 or 2008 Dodge Grand Caravan with the fold-down seats. Those of you who have been with me from the very beginning, when I first started the Facebook page, might recall some of those pictures of me out here. But this is where I used to sleep right here. We're actually, I'm actually out here with my son, but we're out here just reminiscing, you know, past couple years here and how, all the transferring, what has happened since then. But this would probably be, what, about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe? Yeah, when I first started living full-time in the van, and I lived at Jupiter. So we're currently in Jupiter, and we're going to head out to Jetty Park to show you how the police would caught me sleeping on the beach. But this is Walmart over here on Jupiter. I think it's off Jupiter Boulevard, I think. But you can see there are some people here. There's even a couple vans, which I think have van dwellers. But this is the Walmart over here at Jupiter. You might recall me coming by here when I was first putting together and having issues with my rice cooking system, how the switches kept melting, and I kept buying 12-volt switches, and then they kept melting. So I eventually came here that one day and bought a house switch, you know, just a regular switch for house lights, and used that as the switch for my cooking system, which is still the same one we're using. You can see a couple vans here. It looks like van dwellers are out there, or businesses that just parked their van there. Maybe they're sleeping in it, I don't know. But this is like Jupiter Boulevard, I think, and we're going to be heading out towards Jupiter Inlet just to take a look over there on Christmas morning, because my son and I were trying to figure out what we could do that wouldn't be too expensive. So we are just going to go look at Jupiter Inlet, maybe play in the water, maybe even go to, I forget what that park is called, where all the volcanic rocks are. I can show you guys that. So if we decide to do that, look forward to those videos. But right now, for now, we're heading to the Du Bois Park at Jupiter Inlet, which is just straight down this road. I'm going to go ahead and pause filming for now so I can drive a little bit safer, and we'll resume once we're there. What's interesting as I come through all of this is I used to live here when I was a mailman in Jupiter. And this is Du Bois Park. This is the way in for the Du Bois Park itself. But if I had gone down the other road, it would take me up to the inlet. But we're gonna walk to the. Maybe we'll go to the beach to show you where I parked. Maybe I should have done that and show you Du Bois Park later. Nah, we'll just try to park in Du Bois Park if there's enough parking spot here, and we'll walk to the beach side. I was wanting to show you how I used to sleep on the beach itself, and that's how the cops caught me. This is Du Bois Park. Pretty empty today, which is good. Although I'm looking at the parking spot now, and maybe not so empty. But if you will recall, those of you who have been with me from the beginning, from the Facebook days, before there was a YouTube channel called Living in a Van, this is where I used to hang out, and I used to pretty much come here and rest and chill on my off days, just lay out there under the shade. And I used to hang out here at the pavilion here, and actually cook food and set up my Wi-Fi through my phone and play World of Warcraft with my son. It's weird because he was, you know, at his house playing, and I'm sitting here. He's actually sitting here with me, so if it sounds like I'm kind of talking to my son, it is kind of. Showing him what it looked like on this end when he was playing with me on the other end. I was actually sitting at one of these pavilions, at one of these benches playing with him. That's why I wasn't doing so well on the battles or whatever. The internet was going through my phone, you know, and it was like intermittent. But this is Du Bois Park, and this is the Jupiter Inlet itself. You've seen a couple episodes that I did here where we showed how clear the water was, how you can see through the bottom, and people play in the water. So I'm not going to do that, although he and I might walk around and maybe even go in the water if he wants to. But this is Du Bois Park. I'm going to go ahead and park somewhere and see if we can't show you this place and see if you can recognize some landmark areas. Okay, no parking here. Ah, there's an opening on the other side. I'm going to quickly go there before it gets taken. Well, we were able to find a nice parking spot. Luckily, it's not too packed today. Only a few people, when I say few, it's just not overly packed here on Christmas Day. 2018, have decided to come to Jupiter Inlet. And see, here we are. This is Florida, so I really feel for those of you who are up north. People are out here in bikinis and swim trunks. What would you say the temperature here is, Nick?
Not too hot,
not
too cold, just right.
So you can see it's like, I'm going to guess probably in the 70s, maybe 78.
Yeah.
Maybe 78, maybe 77 at the coolest. So we're at the Jupiter Inlet. This is the little swimming area. And then that area over there is the river, the Jupiter River, what I call it, even though it's not really a river. And this part here, they have it like enclosed off so you can actually play, and they have lifeguards. This is the inlet itself with where the boats go in and out. And it looks like a helicopter is flying there, Coast Guard. I don't know if you can see that red, orangish helicopter. That is a helicopter, I think a Coast Guard. I think it's the Coast Guard, maybe not. But this is the actual inlet, and those of you looking at the scene might recognize what that background is. I wonder who's going to be the first to be able to spot what's going on right here at this exact location right here, pretty much. If you're a really observant viewer of this channel, it may not be it might not be evident to you if you're watching it on TV, because I think the TV doesn't show the banner. But if you look at the background right here with the lighthouse right there, that's the Jupiter Lighthouse. And these are multi-million-dollar mansions over here on the other side. I used to deliver, oh, a new one being built right there. I used to deliver mail over there. And this is the Jupiter Inlet, and actually the banner, the picture for the banner that we have on the Living in a Van page, which you might be saying, well, he lives in a van. Why would he have the multi-million-dollar mansions in the background? Well, it's because I used to park my van right over there. And this is my view. Every morning I would wake up and go to the beach. Look how clear this water is, but it's kind of dirty right now. But I used to be over there. See, on that side over there, right beyond there is the beach. And you can actually drive your car right up almost to the beach, up to the edge of it. And I would park my van out there and sleep. And this was the view I woke up to, was this magnificent ocean view. And then right here at all these mansions at the inlet, and it was just incredible. But see how clear the water is on this side? I don't know if you can see through there. You can see the bottom there. You'll see ocean fish swimming around, like Nemo. Oh, look at that. Did you see all that? I think those were mullets. I'm not sure, but something was chasing them. Sometimes you see dolphins and stuff, but the water is so clear, you can see the ground. You can see, like, I don't know if you can see that. That brown is actually the bottom. And you can see right through, almost like crystal clear. So maybe the water here is starting to finally clear from all that that brown mold or whatever, that, you know, that algae, red tide is what they called it, that was coming through this area. So this is the first time I've seen it where it looks blue again and not brown. It's still not as blue or as clear as I remember it when I was first here, maybe about 6 years ago, living in the van. But this is where the Facebook group for Living in a Van was born. And it's because I was living right over there in my van and would wake up there until the day the police showed up. And they said, oh, we're sorry, you can't do this. You can't live in your van out here. It's because on that side, it's $50 million, you know, it's $50 million view here. This part costs more than $50 million, or about $50 million for them to build. And I used to park out here and just enjoy the scene every morning. I would come out and I would walk along and hang out with the birds and the fish and stuff. So I thought you guys might enjoy this video here, because this is where the channel was born, pretty much. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go hang out with my son. Want to wish you all again a safe and happy holiday. I'll let you know that I'm thinking of and praying for each and every one of you. And I appreciate the prayers in turn. Those of you who are going through a hard time, I'm very sorry, and you are in my deepest thoughts and prayers. And everything will be all right. Just keep moving forward. Until next time, everyone, take care and God bless you.